Okay, so let's continue with our discussion. So let's proceed to the secondary consolidation. So last meeting, we have discussed the different scenarios in solving the primary consolidation. So we have three. So one is normally consolidated, which the formula was katong you have to solve the compression index. And then the other two is under the over consolidated scenario, but again, you have to satisfy the condition whether the present stresses are greater or lesser than the pre-consolidation pressure, which is the past pressure or the past stress that the soil was subjected to. So we have three. So I think naka-remember na mo atong mga formulas, di ba? So medyo taas-taas to siya, labi na sa over-consolidated. Now in the secondary settlement, so this will be just a continuation of your primary consolidation, but this will be the plastic adjustment of your soil fabrics. So usually the term for which is kaning kuan creep ups. So the term for which is creep. Ano siya? Okay. So again, during this stage is we can say that our soil is in the secondary consolidation. Now, how do we determine whether or not na nahuman na ang ato ang primary consolidation? So remember that in primary consolidation, the process that is happening in the first part is the expulsion of your water pressure or your pore water pressure. So meaning ana at this particular point, so there's minimal amount of water na lang. So ngano bang yung minimal, ngano di man zero. So again, if we draw your soil grains, so dili man siya perfectly naka-compress tanan, di ba? So let's say there are some void spaces na murag di siya makuha, di ba? So na mga air voids, or let's say there are small water voids na present in those particular void spaces. So kung nandito kayo ngunog kanang totally zero out ang ato ang water pressure, but we can say that it's very minimal to the point na it can be neglected. So really zero, but we can neglect the pore water pressure or the water pressure. Okay, so again, if we look at the figure again, so again, the initial compression is again caused by the elastic consolidation or katong elastic nga settlement, di ba? Then again, this one is your primary consolidation. And lastly is your secondary consolidation. Now again, since the process is just the adjustment of your soil fabrics, so it could be the may mo siyang mas makompress yung maayo, then those particular soil grains will occupy the empty or the much smaller void spaces. So as you so as you observe, for example, this is the void ratio at the end of your primary consolidation. Now going towards an infinite time in the secondary consolidation stage, so we can observe that the void ratio will become linear, di ba? So again, it can be associated with the, deformation. So if there's no deformation, so meaning we can say that there are still void spaces available, di ba? So mura ka lang sa sponge ba, di ba? Sa sponge, so ini-compress na to ana. So neither deformation metabo, and due to that deformation or compression, so we can say that there's a change in void ratio. So over time, so let's say an infinite value of time, hantod wa na dyan mahitabo sa inyong soil fabric. So we can say that the behavior of your void ratio in the secondary consolidation will become constant at some particular point. So ato yun 100 years na if nagbarog pa yung building, So we can say that at that particular time, so muna siya to ang void ratio at the end of your secondary consolidation. So mag-guess niyo, di ba? So after a long period of compression, so since panay ma-compress jud sa inyong specimen, so we can say that that particular void ratio will stay at that point na lang jud. Di na siya ma-further, di na siya go down further. Okay. So in the variation of your void ratio with time t, so in the figure given below, so we can determine the change in void ratio using kaning atong kuan. So mara siya kanang kuan, di ba? Murag slope, di ba? Murag slope. Okay, since the line in the secondary consolidation is a bit linear, so we can use a slope nga kuan technique. So as you can see, in the secondary consolidation, we'll be having a new parameter which is C sub alpha, and this one is the secondary compression index. Okay, so secondary compression index is C sub alpha, and the formula for which, if you have the graph for the void ratio versus the time log, so muna siya ato ang formula if you have the graph. So if wala graph, so metabuan na is, so metabo if wala graph is that atong buhaton is we'll be using another formula na sad if wala graph. So if wala graph, so we'll be transforming our formula into this one. Pero mura gyapon mura siya kanang the same ra gyapon siya sa graph, but again, if you don't have the graph, so dapat kibaw mo sa inyong end time kaning time 2 and your beginning time na. And of course, you also know the value of your delta E, beginning and end, or this one is the difference in void ratio or the change in void ratio. So again, if you have the graph, so coming from the previous slide, ano siya? So we can use this particular formula, di ba? The same gyapon sa PCAS, but again, murag kani siya is nalay graph nga gi-present, di ba? Yeah, at any point given in this graph, so for example, magbutang og point dire, yeah, butang sa og point dire. So mas dali siya i-achieve, di ba? Maskin wala may mga knowns because you can know this particular point in the graph. Now, if wala may graph, so dapat to satisfy the formula, dapat everything is given or at least na may kanang paagi nga makuha ninyo ang mga parameters sa delta E sa inyong time 2 and time 1. So usually kaning time is given na ni siya daan, but ang dili niyo makita usually sa mga problems is kaning delta E or the change in void ratio because it will depend on what particular time you are going to solve the secondary compression. So usually mga 2 years or 1.5 years ana muna siya usually ang pag-solve sa secondary consolidation. So again, you can use this formula. Ano siya? Okay, so in solving the secondary consolidation, so this will be the formula. So notice that your formula is much shorter compared to your primary consolidation. So muna usually ang sa secondary consolidation, warag mas dali siya mabasa, di ba? Okay, murag if mo siya masahon ni siya na murag kalag ba, di ba? Kalag. Pero katong isa kay murag medyo taas-taas mo siya nga formula. So medyo lisod kito siya himuan og kanang way of memorizing sa katong over consolidated o sa normally consolidated. So mo siya. So notice that your C sub alpha or the secondary compression index is na siya prime, di ba? So meaning ana the formula for your C sub alpha prime is kani siya. So again, C sub alpha is the secondary compression index. So secondary compression index. Yeah, again, we know that from the previous slide that the formula is delta E all over log T1 over T2, di ba? T2 over T1 there. So let's verify para oops, T2 over T1 siya. So dire is you have E sub P. Ano siya? E sub P. So we have the void ratio at the end of your primary consolidation. Now usually this particular part is it could be given, it could not be given in the problem, but if it is given, so this is one way of determining the delta E later. Or if you're given a delta E, so it's again one way of determining the E sub P sub. So vice versa na siya. Because the formula for your delta E is the initial void ratio and then the void ratio at the end of your primary consolidation. So E sub P. So initial, murag initial, then minus final, but the final is just at the final part of your primary consolidation. Dili pa siya sa whole process of settlement. So ano na siya ang formula kani sa delta E. So sige lang, natin mga examples later on so that you can appreciate the process. Okay. So let's go to an example. So those are previous slides, so you can just read them in the book. Okay. So if we read the problem, so we have a normally consolidated clay layer. So normally consolidated clay layer. So the values is you have 3 meters. So automatically this will be the H. So notice that the problem indicated that your void ratio is E sub 0, which is 0.8. Then your compression index is 0.28. Then the average effective pressure on the clay or the sigma prime sub 0 is 130 kilopascal. Then delta sigma prime is 50 kilopascal. And then the secondary compression index is 0.002. So the question is, what is the total settlement? So total consolidation settlement of the clay layer 5 years after the completion of the primary consolidation. So time for completion of primary settlement is 1.5 years. So automatically from the question, so 5 years later, so 5 years after is your time 2, di ba? And then ang primary consolidation is muna siya ang time 1, 1.5 years. So meaning ana is we have enough data to solve our total consolidation settlement. So be mindful that since the problem is asking for total settlement, so notice that you have total consolidation settlement. So meaning ana is we still have to solve for the primary settlement. And the next is we solve the secondary settlement to get the total settlement. So muna siya inyong buhaton. So let's try solving it. So again, the problem is dealing with a normally consolidated clay layer. So it's obvious that our formula for primary settlement is katong Chonghua Hospital, di ba? 1 plus E sub 0, then log delta sigma prime, sigma prime sub 0 plus delta sigma prime all over sigma prime sub 0. Now, so since everything is given in the problem, so we can directly solve the problem. So 0.28. So again, for us to appreciate the value of the settlement is we make our thickness as millimeters. So instead of 3 meters, so we have 3,000 millimeters all over 1 plus 0.8. And then log. So that's 130 for the average effective stress on the clay layer plus 50 all over 130. So, muna siya ang value sa ato ang primary settlement. So, let me just get the calculator. Okay, so let's try solving. Okay, so for the primary settlement is we have, oops. So we have 65.95 millimeters. So again, murag 0.05 na lang kuwang para mas 66. So ato na siyang isagad into 66 millimeters. So again, ano ato mang 66 because maglisod na tagbasa ng 0.95 sa ato ang ruler, di ba? Or if you have a caliper, murag dili po siya practical, di ba? Mag-caliper pa mo sa inyong settlement process. So muna siya ang ato ang answer sa first, sa ato ang primary settlement. So next is we have to solve for the secondary consolidation. So again, secondary consolidation kay kalag, di ba? Kalag. C sub alpha prime, then H, then log. So T2 over T1. So again, is what is lacking in our formula is we don't have the value of this one, diba? So next is we're going to solve for the value of your C sub alpha prime. So that's C sub alpha all over 1 plus E sub P. Ana. Okay. Okay, so since we don't have the E sub P, so again, E sub P is equivalent to the, so again, the formula for which is delta E is equal to, sa ito lang usbo na, so ni pag-erase. Okay, so again, the formula for to get E sub P is delta E, which is the change in void ratio. So we have E sub 0 minus E sub P, di ba? So notice that in the given problem, so magkaroon ako naka-realize na wala tay, so natay E sub 0 but we don't have the E delta E or the E sub P. So marag wala sa problem na. Nalimtanan ako og butang diya sa akong slide. So sige lang, nevertheless, so let's say the change in void ratio is atong ino ng change in void ratio sa, let's see. So ato lang ibutang dire. So let's say the change in void ratio and sakto dai. Para nasayop ko og analyze. So kanida siya. So to solve for delta E is we have to go back to the formula of your primary settlement. So again, if basic terms pa nga formula sa ato ang primary settlement is that we have delta EH all over 1 plus E sub 0, di ba? Muna ang pinaka-basic. So if di mo maka-remember, so try going back a few slides sa kaning presentation. So again, if we plot the katong time lag versus deformation, so ana man siya, di ba? So this will be the E sub 0, the initial void ratio at the start of your primary consolidation. So marag mo na itong ibasihan because due to the elastic deformation, di ba? Yeah, which is we're not interested in. Kay marag medyo kung gamit pa mga tables. So we try to establish our initial void ratio at the start of your primary consolidation. Now this will be the end of the primary settlement, di ba? So muna siya ang new void ratio at the end of primary settlement. Now, of course, the difference between the two is your delta E, di ba? The change in void ratio. So muna siya ang formula dire. So delta E is, of course, initial minus final. Now, since we have a formula for this one, the initial, di ba? Atong pinakauna po dyan na formula. So, kung na mo makita, so let's try to go a few slides back. Wait, magdugay-dugay pa ni. Sige na lang. Ato na lang after lang in after. Nilapas ko sa so balik kaning formula ko pasabot kaning lapas diri ko. So balik kani siya. Kani. So kaning formula ko pasabot. Okay, we have the delta E parameter. Okay? So let's fast forward to the slides para di maguba ang atong kuan. Okay? So again, using the this formula, so we have 66 millimeters, di ba, as your SP. So ano siya, SP? So 66 millimeters is equal to delta E. Then our H is of course katong 3,000, di ba? All over 1 plus 0.8. So meaning nga na, masolve na to ang delta E. Okay, so 66, then so delta E, so we can use it as alpha x, then shift solve na yun. So we have a value of 0.0396. Now, usually, akong i-recommend sa akong mga students before is ako lang siyang ipa 2 decimal place. So instead of 0.0396, So I'll set it as 0.04. Na. So once I have your delta E, so I can now solve for E sub B. So again, from the formula, delta E is equal to E sub 0 minus E sub B. So we have 0.04 is equivalent to the initial void ratio minus the final void ratio at the end of primary consolidation. So at the end of your primary consolidation, the value for your E sub B is 0.76. And after this one, once you have your E sub B, we can now solve for the C sub alpha prime. So 0.02 all over 1 plus 0.76. Then C sub alpha prime is you have 1 over 88. Na, so ako lang i-fraction kay murag super gamay na po kayo if ato siyang i-decimal, di ba? I-0.01. So after getting your C sub alpha prime, you can now solve for the secondary settlement. So 1 over 88. So times 3,000 gyapon. So ano dili man minus 66 ang ato ang 3,000. So of course we are still considering the kanang total effect man, di ba? So murag different ang ilang approach, but if you think of the consolidation process is continuous siya, di ba? Dili siya mohunong at primary niya man mo kuan na putag secondary magkuha ta sa secondary, di ba? Continuous yung process na. Then log, so T2. So from the problem again. So 5 years after, di ba? So klaro kayo ng 5 years. Dili siya 6.5 years because if 6.5 years ang atong gamiton, apil na ang time during the primary settlement process, di ba? Which is dili sakto. Dapat ang atong i-consider sa atong time to is just the time for the secondary consolidation. So muna 5 siya dire. Then ang first one is 1.5. So secondary settlement is so we have 17.83 mm. So notice that it's much smaller compared to the primary settlement because again, mas grabe ang compression nga nitabo sa primary because we are expelling water out sa atong void space. Dire is in the secondary settlement is we're just letting the soil adjust, di ba? So pwede siya mo kanang kuan mo exhibition dito og lusot sa kaning void space ana. So approximately this one is 18 millimeters. So for our total settlement, so SP plus SS, so that's 66 plus 18. So total settlement is equivalent to 84 mm. Na, so muna siya. So muna siya if you have to solve for the total settlement. So solve first for the primary and then in the secondary aspect is we have to solve first for the delta E and then the E sub B, di ba? Okay, so ano different ang delta E if magawas if secondary compression index? Kaning delta E yung pasabot. So kaning question nimo is that ang delta E ani niya, so if you go back to the figure, Oops. So katong delta E na akong gamit na formula is based on the primary settlement. So let's go back to the figure akani. Akani dirita sugod dire. So let's try to erase some of the figures para masabtan. Okay, so katong formula sa secondary compression index is C sub alpha is equivalent to delta E all over log T2 over T1. So katong ganina is ang atong delta E ani. So kaning delta E nga iyang pasabot dire is nanay siya sa zone sa secondary settlement. I mean sa secondary consolidation. Katong delta E nga atong gi-solve kanina is mo po to siya padung sa end of primary consolidation. Muna atong igamit na formula is katong kani. SP is equal to delta E H all over 1 plus E sub 0. So anong kanimo akong igamit na formula is because I'm after E sub P. Dapat ko makuha og E sub P para makasolve ko sa ako ang um, katong C sub alpha prime. So again, take note that the problem has already given the C sub alpha. So meaning na-determine na niya ang respective nga value for your C sub alpha or your secondary compression index for that problem. But sa atong problem, since we don't have E sub P, we don't know the void ratio at the end of our primary consolidation. So muna akong ibuhat is, ni-go back ko sa formula sa inyong primary consolidation. So again, notice that kani siya is muna siya atong E sub 0. And this particular point is muna siya which is kani nga particular value ang atong after 4, di ba? Then muna siya ang atong gibasihan kani. Muna siya ang delta E nga atong gisolve sa kani nga formula kani. Now kaning delta E sa dire isang gibasihan na niya is kaninang secondary consolidation na stage. Kay lahi naman siya nga kuan. So again, T2, T1 is kanang with respect to the different times na siya, di ba? So kaning delta E dire is pertaining to the secondary consolidation. So don't be confused because ang katong akong i-present kanina kani siya is muna na siya ang different stages sa atong kuan, di ba? If you look at the kuan, di ba? Delta E. So it's more focused on the secondary consolidation. So tubag naman ako ang question. So if nalibog pa, so I'll try to explain it again in the second example para mas makuan siya. Okay, so questions? Any questions or clarifications? Okay, so let's try to solve another example. So thickness of clay layer is 8.5 feet. Then the initial void ratio is 0.8. So compression index is 0.28. So average effective pressure is 2650 pounds per square foot. Then the delta sigma prime or the surcharge is 970 pounds per square foot. And then the secondary compression index is 0.02. Okay. So time for total settlement is 6.5 years, so the same as the problem earlier. So this time our time 2 is 5 years. Then our time 1 is 1.5 years. So the same gapon siya, di ba? Pero this time is we'll be dealing with English units. Oops, sorry. Okay, so normally consolidated clay gapon siya. So again, balik-balik niya itong button. So para ma-kuhan yung utok. So CCH all over 1 plus E sub 0 all over sigma prime sub 0 plus delta sigma prime all over sigma prime sub 0. So again, we are using this one because our clay is normally consolidated. So diretso na, di ba? So automatically we can now solve for our CCH. So CC is 0.28, then H is 8.5 feet. So unlike the metric system, so kani siya is medyo tricky because wala tayo conversion dito nga like times 1,000, times 100, but then feet is medyo dako-dako siya. So para mas ma-appreciate na to, so we can use inches ba ron, di ba? Inches. So 8.5 feet. So 1 feet is 12 inches, di ba? Na. All over 1 plus 0.8. Sakto? Then log. So 2,650 plus 970 all over 2,650. So our primary settlement is so primary settlement is 1.98 inch. Ba? So marag logical siya, di ba? Marag mas maka-visualize ta sa 1 inch na. Or approximately 2 inches siya na, 2 inch. 2 inches. So muna siya ang value sa ito ang primary settlement. Now for our secondary consolidation, so again, we can solve it again. So katong kalag, di ba? Oops, wait sa. Okay ra 2.15 inches. Asa na lagi ka ng 2.15? Basta kung sa'yo magkawas yung calculator, mo na siya. Amo ba? 2.15? Ano man ako ang calculator? 2.6 mo day. 2.56 day akong ibutang day. 2.15 day. Sakto day, 2.15. So ako lang i-erase kay mo nagkapoy na kay kon. Ako lang yan, ako kuris na ako 2.15 inches. Okay, so thank you for that one. So next is log na punta. So kalag. So T2 over T1. So again, we don't have a value for our C sub alpha prime. So again, by formula, C sub alpha prime is C alpha all over 1 plus E sub P. Diba? So wala kayo tayo, again, wala tayo value sa E sub P. So I'm going to show you another way of solving for delta E aside sa katong kuan ganina. So this one is derived formula ni siya. So again, atong SP nga formula is duha ka buok, di ba? Kaning standard delta EH all over 1 plus E sub 0. And then we have another formula which is for normally consolidated clay. CCH all over 1 plus E sub 0 log sigma prime sub 0 plus delta sigma prime all over sigma prime sub 0. Ana, di ba? Now we're going to equate these two formulas. So meaning ana, ang kani siya, may mo na siyang delta EH on the left side all over 1 plus E sub 0. So makancel atong H, makancel atong H, makancel atong 1 plus E sub 0, makancel atong 1 plus E sub 0. So kita mo ana, ang ato ang formula for delta E is CC log sigma prime sub 0 delta sigma prime all over sigma prime sub 0. So if you're going to ask me unsa may difference sa duha, so mo differ sila og decimal places ra. Kanang murag lagyo na kayo nga decimal place. But katong first three is more likely the same ra siya. So let's try to compare. So delta E, so CC is 0.28, then log 2650 plus 970 all over 2650. So delta E using this formula. So let's try. So ang value nga makuha is 0.0379. Now if we're going to use the other formula, katong SP is equal to delta EH 1 plus E sub 0. So SP is 2.15 inch. Delta E. So the height is 8.5 feet. So don't forget to convert it into inches. Kaya ato ang primary settlement is in inches man. So that's 12 all over 1. All over 1 plus 0.8. So delta E for this formula. So let's try to solve this one. So kung tanaw ninyo, ang first 4 digits kay the same gyapon, di ba? 0379 na. So you can use this formula. You can also use this formula for solving delta E. Now we can solve for our secondary settlement. So pwede nyo i-diretso if tapulansan mo. So 0.02 ana pwede nyo i-announce ditso. 1 ato sang i-solve diyang kuan. So let's solve the E sub P first. So delta E is equal to E sub 0 minus E sub P. So delta E is 0.04 lang. Okay, kung tanaw na to atong void ratio nga given is 0.8 man. Yan, ato lang siyang i-2 significant figures. So the same as the earlier problem, 0.76. So we can now solve for our secondary settlement. So So we have 0.02 all over 1 plus 0.76, and then times the height. So again, convert it into inches. So 8.5 times 12 over 1, and then log. So 5 all over 1.5. So marag di na masigo. So secondary settlement is so 0.02, then 1.76. So 8.5 times 12, then log. Okay, so the secondary settlement is 0.61 inch. So total settlement is so 0.61 plus 2.15. Oops, 0.61 plus 2.15 is that we have 2.76 inches ang ato ang total settlement. So muna siya. Okay. So questions or clarifications? So medyo taas-taas yun siya nga kung ano, taas-taas yun siya nga pag-solve dyan. So marag na question. Ang formula sa secondary settlement. So secondary settlement is katong kalag ba? C sub alpha H then log T2 over T1. So muna siya ang formula. So isa ray formula ng secondary settlement regardless of your specimen is normally consolidated or over consolidated. So mura na siya ang ato ang button sa ato ang secondary settlement kay since sumpay man siya sa primary, so what we have to do in the secondary part is just to continue the process. So muna murag dili na kay siya makadistinguish og normally and over consolidated types of soils. Unlike your primary consolidation, so we have to be specific with what particular soil we are dealing with compared to the secondary consolidation part.
Sir, can I clarify a question?
Mm.
Di ba sir, kaning delta E?
Oh,
Mo
delta
gamit
E.
ta sa katong primary settlement if padung pa siya to secondary.
Oh,
Nya if nya kung kung mo gamit nya sa secondary settlement sir, when do we use the katong
delta E.
delta E?
Oh, so kaning nga formula, so I'll write it on the lower left lang ah. So kaning nga formula, kaning C alpha is equal to 0 it's delta E all over log T2 over T1. So inyo rin siyang gamiton if you are looking for the value of the secondary compression index. Now in the problem, since we are given the secondary compression index, so most likely hindi natin magamit ang formula because ang kanisang formula is derived from the graph in the secondary consolidation area. So usually ang time 2 and time 1 ano niya is nara dito sa sa secondary compression stage na. So one ilabot ang primary consolidation aning time 1 and time 2. So basta maglibog mo ang time 1 ani. So ang time 1 ani is any starting time in the secondary consolidation. Nya kaning time 2 is somewhere sad later at the, let's say, at the midpoint of your secondary compression baron na. So muna siyang gamit aning formula, aning delta E all over log T2 over T1. So ang gamitan niya is for you to solve the C sub alpha, the secondary compression index. So ganina is, again, kani siya. If you look at the formula, diba? Kay ni pertain siya sa primary settlement aspect because we are going towards the end of primary settlement. So we want to look for the void ratio at the end of the primary settlement.
But in terms of the change of void ratio, sir, mugamit rin jud gyapon means through from either from the
Ang kani siya, kani?
katong primary settlement. Yeah.
Ang katong change in void ratio is you'll be using that formula to get the E sub B.
Bro, kanang concern ba? Sini. How do I say this? Bro, so we're gonna find it for E sub B niya.
Then for example, if kanang kuan, if you don't have any, so let's say kaning secondary compression index is not given, so wala ni siya. So the problem will give you a time. So let's say ang start sa secondary compression index kay kanang kuan, ni start ang secondary compression index at 1.5, di ba na? Yung maingon siya at some point na ni observe mo sa settlement at let's say 2 years pero na at the second year ana. So meaning ana is muna siya inyong time 1 and time 2, di ba? To solve for the C sub alpha. Masolve niyo siya ang delta E ani. Yung delta E. Pero usually ana i-give na tanan ng mga details para makagamit mo sa formula kay if y delta E na given na mong time so medyo lisod gyapon siya i-determine, di ba? So marag mo na siya basta mara na siya ang akong mga kuan. So marag ang kaning formula is for the secondary katoing kuan atong kaning graph na. So if kaning formula is ang kani siyang time 1 time 2 nara jud dapita. Ya mo ni siya ang delta E ninyo. So time 1 then time 2. So naa sa area sa secondary settlement ang inyong secondary compression index. So katong delta E ganina, ang atong pag-solve ato is na diri sa primary settlement. Kay kailangan man to ang delta E towards the E sub P nga value ni dire.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sige. So if malibog pa, so murag akong suggestion is you try to read the book. So murag ang sa book man gud it's hard to digest because isod ang iyang mga terms na ipanggamit niya usually kanang shortcut pa pag discuss. So muna murag kailangan siya focus if mabasa ka sa Brahadas nga libro. Okay, so if one questions, so I think we can proceed with the next topic. So this concerns the problem set. Okay. So this time it will be calculating the primary consolidation under a foundation. So muna siya ang foundation ninyo. So usually, what will happen here is ang ma-change sa inyong formula. So let's write the formula. Oops. So let's write the formula for normally consolidated clay. So CCH all over 1 plus E sub 0. Then log sigma prime sub 0 plus delta sigma prime all over sigma prime sub 0. So ang ma-change aning ang aspects ng yung formula. So we're still going to use the same formula but ang ma-change ani niya is kaning inyong delta sigma prime. So kani siya nga aspect diri kani. May mo siyang delta sigma average. So ano ma-average man siya because again the spread of the stress in your foundation is in a trapezoidal form. So maragi nani siya ayang stress distribution. And what we normally call this one is the approximate method or the 2:1 method. And if you're wondering, asan ni siya gikan na formula? So if you have the solid mensuration nga subject in your senior high, so gikan ni siya sa kanang prismatoid formula. Ano siya? Katong the volume of the prismatoid. So kanang yung mga regular shape nga prismatoid. So let's say na nga prismatoid ana or truncated pyramid ron ana. So the volume of the prismatoid. So gikan ni siya ani nga formula. So usually ana ang mag-memorize ana niya is si volume ana si husband kay nay asawa 1 plus asawa 2 nya napay laing upat ka asawa ana nga lain-lain og kanang mga attitude ana 4 AM ana. Yeah, of course if imo i-atanan so 1 plus the second plus the 4 other asawa so 6. Yeah, napa na siya h na times h kay volume is cross-sectional area times the height man. So magikan siya diya ang ato ang formula sa prismatoid formula. So this time sa ato lang is we have the top stress na and then the bottom stress at a particular depth of your specimen and then the middle stress times 4 na all over 6 which is our delta sigma prime average. So muna siya ang bago sa ato ang kwan. Now if you're going to solve for the different stresses, so whether it's coming from the top or the bottom or the middle layer, so ako lang yan na middle then bottom layer. So ang formula is QBL all over B plus C times L plus Z. Marag di maklaro no? So let's try to write it on aning pikas dire. So top, middle, bottom. Ana. So QBL. So Q being the stress being exerted by the foundation. Then B times L is the dimensions of your foundation. So as you can see in the foundation dire. Okay. So QBL is equal to so B plus Z times L plus Z. Now kaning Z is magdepende kung asa pa dong inyong specific location sa inyong stress nga gilocate. So top baron, top sa clay layer. So that's a particular value of Z. Na middle part of the clay layer, a particular value of Z pod. And then the bottom layer is another particular value of a Z parameter. Now, ang shortcut ani sad, since the QBL is the stress of your foundation, then you multiply it with the dimensions of the foundation. So most likely, may mo siyang F, di ba? The force exerted by the foundation all over the area. So pili po siya ani nga pagka-present. Okay, marag dili ko makuan sa na. So bali mo na siya ang new thing sa kaning topic sa foundation is mo na siya mapuno or ma-change. So marag extra lang nga siya nga calculation sa inyong delta sigma prime. Okay, so for you to appreciate the topic, so let's go to an example. Okay, so calculate the settlement of a 3-meter clay layer. So resulting from a stress of 1.5 by 1.5 square footing. So later on, when you go to foundation design, so daghan kayo mga types of footing: isolated footing, combined footing, square footing, rectangular footing, so mat footing, ana. So daghan kayo. So the clay is normally consolidated. So thank you kayo ana, kaya atong formula is kanira jud, the simple formula. So delta sigma. So again, since we have a foundation, so we transform this one into sigma prime average all over sigma prime sub 0. Ana. Okay, so weight average method is the approximate method or the 2:1 method. So kani siya. So we can call this one as approximate method pod. Or the 2:1 method. Ana, pwede po siya. Okay. Okay, so next is we have to solve for the compression index. So we are given a liquid limit of 40. So compression index. So again, for undisturbed clay sample, because usually a couple of meters from the natural grade line, puro dyan na siya undisturbed, di ba? So unless bombahan ninyo ang inyong site, so we can say that your clay is remolded. So LL minus 10. So 0.09 LL minus 10, so that's 40 minus 10. So compression index, so 30 times 9 is 27, di ba? So 0.27. So muna siyang ato ang compression index. So atong height, again, since we are more concerned with the clay, so this one is dry sand according to the drawing. According to the hatching, well, the second layer is sand. So saturated sand because it's under the water table. Then lastly is clay. So saturated clay. So next is you solve the average effective stress. So take note na maski naka-embed ang inyong kuan, ang inyong footing at a certain depth. So we don't start at this point in solving our average effective stress. Kaya kaning portion dire sa babaw sa ato ang footing is still contributing a stress or still contributing stress to your clay layer. Diba? Kaya apel ka po siya sa kwentada, di ba? Apel ka po siya sa pag-compute. Regardless of ang inyong footing is not really nag-start sa 1.5 meters below. Okay? So meaning ana is our first layer is 15.72 times 3 meters kapon siya. Then plus the second layer. So again, to make it effective, 18.87 minus 9.81 times 3. And then lastly is your clay layer, 17.3 minus 9.81. So don't forget that, again, i-half siya, di ba? Kay just the first portion pa ang mo compress. So that's 3 all over 2. So your sigma prime sub 0 so 15.72 times 3, then 18.87 minus 9.81 times 3, 17.3 minus 9.81 times 1.5. So average effective stress is 85.575 kilopascal. So what's left for us to do is to solve for the delta sigma prime average. So again, by formula, delta sigma prime average is delta sigma top plus 4 delta sigma middle plus delta sigma bottom prime all over 6. So para di kayo maglibog, so we solve it differently. So let's start with the top first. So again, shortcut F all over B plus Z times L plus Z. So pinipod QBL, pinipod stress being exerted by the foundation, but since our given force or the load is in force, so kato lang force all over area instead of katong QBL all over the area. Okay, so for the top portion, so that's 890. So again, since it's a square footing, so pwede na siya makombine, di ba? So pwede na siya 1.5 plus. So again, going towards the top portion of the clay layer, that's our Z. So how do you measure the Z part? So starting from the bottom part of your foundation in this portion, going towards the top portion of your clay layer. Muna siya to ang Z top. So meaning that's 1.5 plus 3 meters, di ba? So meaning total of 4.5 and then squared. So again, na-squared na siya because our foundation is a square footing. So if this is a square footing, so you have to separate the two dimensions. Okay, B plus Z times L plus C man siya. So sakto ra, di ba? So basin na siya magkalit kano na square ni siya dire, di ba? So you can just rewind in YouTube 10 seconds, di ba? Okay, so delta sigma top, so 890. So 1.5 plus 4.5 squared. So that's 224.72 kilopascal. Then for the middle part, so that's 890 yapon all over 1.5. So this time going towards the middle part, diba? So going towards the middle part. So 1.5, 3, 1.5. So total of 6 squared. So delta sigma middle is so 15.82 kilopascal. And then lastly, going towards sigma bottom, so 1.5, 3, and then 3, di ba? So a total of 7.5. So delta sigma bottom is 890 all over 1.5 times plus 7.5 squared. So delta sigma bottom is equivalent to 10.99 kilopascal. So notice that the value is decreasing, di ba? So 24 sa top, then sa middle part is nagka-decrease na siya, 15.82. And then at the bottom part is you have only 10.99 kilopascal. So again, it makes sense because if we try to draw the stress diagram of our footing, so trapezoidal siya, di ba? Trapezoidal. So magkadako ang area, di ba? Our stress is force over area. So if our 890 is spread throughout a bigger area, so we can say that the stress distribution at the bottom part is much lesser, di ba? Okay, daghan man mas spread ng atong force compared sa top portion which is a smaller area. So muna, the value is decreasing. So muna siya ang one way of verifying if your calculations are correct. So dapat magka-decrease siya going towards the bottom part of that particular layer of soil. Okay. So once you have the three data, so you can now use this formula. Ano siya? So marag wate ka butang anda. Dali lang sa babaw lang. Na. So 24.72 plus 4 times 15.82 plus 10.99 all over 6. So our effective stress, our sigma, delta sigma prime average is 16.50 kilopascal. So ako lang butang diya. So pangitaan lang nyo sa video later kay one space. Okay. So since we have all the parameters, so we can now solve for our primary settlement. So we have CC is 0.27, then times 3,000 because that's the layer of the clay in millimeters. 1 plus, so E sub 0 is, pila ito? 1. Then log, so sigma prime sub 0 is 85.5, so actually 58. Then plus 16.5, the sigma prime, delta sigma prime average, 85.58. So the answer is so the answer is 31.01. So murag di siya pwede ma-32, di ba? Kay super gamay ra sa kaya ng 0.01. So pwede na to is 31 millimeters. Oops. So 31 millimeters. Okay, so medyo gubot, no? So pangitaan niyo pagi para ma-organize niyo ang notes. Okay. So I think this will be the last meeting kay murag di na kaya i-discuss ang atong new topic which is the shear strength of the soil, and it will take about 2 weeks po to discuss katong topic. So dili lang ato ang kutob sa ato ang finals. So katong previous topic and then this topic sad. So question tayo sa inyong kuan, sa inyong problem set is that ang katong nag-email to si Rio na kalimot ko sa to yung mga kuan. Akong i-check ha. Oops. Ato i-email. Wait sa akong tanaw sa email ka diyot. Kaya ako itong gi-reply na niya. Wala na ko na announce ninyo tanan. Okay, so for katong situation 2, since you are given the water content, so ako lang iswat-swatan ako diri. So situation 2, so katong water content is just a way to solve for the E na parameter katong void ratio. And then just consider your soil as saturated if it's below the water table, and if it's above the water table, dry lang siya. Para di lang kayo maglisod. And then next is your situation 4. So there's no given kanang formula for the CC. So just use 1/6 of CC. So situation 4 na siya. So situation 5. So as you might observe in the figure, ang ibutang dito is ang GS is 45, di ba? Na 45 sa figure, but di na siya 45, but I mean 45 siya, but di na siya GS. Liquid limit na siya. 45 because in the figure, I think you're already given the unit weight. So muna siya inyong timan-an. Okay. So questions? Any more questions? So na question. Pwede pa ma-resubmit ang assignment. Di ko sure if maka-resubmit mo, but so ay lang if maka-resubmit mo. Okay, walam so kung nagkuhan pa nag-set og deadline sa previous ka problem set. Okay, so due date for problem set number 8. Depende rin ninyo kay mamugyapon mahuman naman sa kuhan ang SEM, di ba? So mura na siguro walay kuhan, di ka submit o ma-NC sa kuhan, di ba? So di ka resubmit so
With SO niya. Input customer niya, input o sa ka-item.
di magkuhan mo mag-resubmit man mo sa assignment. Ang sa inyong concern sa resubmission dahil.
Yeah, i-click ang katong look up sa PO. Katong nasa line items
So
details.
inyong mga lab is nag-finalize pa ko sa mga data.
empty ra.
So pare-parehara mo ng data para mas madali. Okay? And then muna siya mag-kuhan lang ko, mag-submit lang ko next week siguro sa lab. Then atong final exam, so when man yung gusto nga final exam. Kaya wasin maglikay ta sa exam ninyo sa inyong theory. Sa mo Wednesday or Friday sa man. Pasinduki ra ang Friday. Kasi nga mo masayo ra ang kuan. So Friday nyo ang struck. So Wednesday lang ta. Okay ra mo. Okay, sige lang. Kuha naman siya niya to asad. 2 topics naman sa niya to ang kuan sad. Ang ato ang exam. Katorang effective stress ra o kaning kuan. So okay ra mo Wednesday? Usually ang akong exam kanira jud akong ipanghatag katong same sa problem set and then ana murag mag-need lang siguro tag solution sana. 2 topics sa final exam. Pwede aside from the beginning o ganahan mo. Sa kaya ra from the beginning, di ganahan day. Sige, so 2 topics lang and then muna mag-announce lang ko sa coverage para ma-focus sa inyo ang pagtuon. Again, so sa lab is magkuhan lang ko sa lab next week, mag-post lang ko sa mga details. Nakibawa naman mo solve sa mga data sa laboratory kay again, since the lecture is incorporated in the laboratory, so marag dali ra kay ang requirements sa sa lab. Marag nalisod lang siguro to if nag-perform the experiment. Okay, so ang deadline sa lab is kana magunaw na sa ko kano sa ang deadline sa lab. Okay, sa ako nibawaan is December 19 ang last day sa final exam. And then usually ang balaod na mo sa final exam when it comes to submission of final grade is 10 days after. So meaning ana ang among deadline sa grades is December 29. So muna Pasko mag-check may Pasko ani. So muna if kanang if kaya ra siguro before December 29 okay ra sad na. Pwede ra jud kayo. Pwede kay malapas mo basta Kung malapas lang, umana ma-NC lang siguro. So kato mga upaka-submit sa ilahang mga problem set, mga other requirements. So please submit it balag late basta na alay points, di ba? Okay. So I think that's all. So basta marag mo na ako nibawaan if 10 days after the final day of the final exam is the deadline of the final grade. So 19, so plus 10 days, 29 na, 28, 29 na. Usually mo na siya ang, so 20, so 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29. So pwede po 29 mo, pero ay lang 29 sad kay muna sa kung mag-apa sa inyong kuan sad. Tagay sa kung time mo relax sad kay maglami sa kay i-relax no panahon na. Okay? So questions or clarifications? So if wala na, so thank you all and I hope you learned something from this subject. So for those of you who want to pursue geotechnical engineering, so I want you to pursue that field kay mas nihit siya nga field niya. Part na beta sa OBO requirements. So makakorta gyapon ta. Okay. So final exam is on Wednesday, next Wednesday. So that will be on the 16th. So pwede mo mag simbang gabi ana. Simbang gabi online or for those of you nga pwede na mga simbahan. So pwede na sila magsimbang gabi. Okay, so see you soon. So I hope nga mabalik tanan sa normal and we can see each other face to face. Okay, so thank you all and God bless. So advance Merry Christmas everyone and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas inyo, advance Merry Christmas.